stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. Whew, man. And it's funny, I was sitting here listening to the song and enjoying it so much, and just kind of, just being here, that I wasn't doing the production stuff I need to do in the background while that song is playing. And I just really like that. There's just something about it. Hey, Spence, good to see you, dude. Good to see you here. If you're here, please say hello. And let me know that you're here, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Getting the hearts and the thumbs up and the thing, that's really where it's at for us. So that's how you can support us. A lot of people have been asking how you can support us by sharing and liking and commenting. That's how you can help us. And we're getting ready to move into another stage here, so it's pretty important. So, but let's get to this, man. Pretty excited. I got my blood drawn today. We're checking testosterone levels. I'm 50. You know what that means, right? So, but you gotta do this stuff. You do, man. It's very, very, especially if you're getting a little older like me, it's important that you get this stuff done. I haven't even seen what's in ODAT today, so let's go to it first, and let's see what surprises it might hold for us. Let's get to our comments here. Morning, Brenda. Hope you're doing well, man. You have been busy. You've been very busy, it looks like, with family. I really do watch what's going on in your lives, because I'm on Facebook all the time. So I like to know how the people that support me, I like to know how they're doing. I'm weird. The program, okay, so March 23rd, reflection for the day. The program teaches us through the experience, strength and hope of its fellowship, that the worst situation imaginable does not warrant a return to our addiction. Okay? Now I'm going to take that on the other side too. Oh, sweet. Go doing a lot of traveling, I'm presuming. This is going to become the Dion and Brenda show. It's weird because it seems like the harder it is, the more determined we are to stay sober. And I love that. I think that's great. Shows commitment. It means that there's no more reservations there, right? The other thing on this, though, that I want you to think of is being too happy. I know it stinks, man. Okay, but I have relapsed. I have had more temptations from being overly happy. Why? Because when I'm happy, it's party time. Something good happens to me. I just got my driver's license back. It's party time, right? So watch out for those also. No matter how bad or good a particular situation or set of circumstances, the return to our old ways for even a minute will assuredly make it worse. Am I grateful for the sharing and caring of the program? That's it. That is the biggest gift of sobriety for some of us, not for all of us. Some of us didn't have kids yet. It's getting the kids back. Spending time. Yeah, I got to, it's like even, and Gary, yes, thank you. And I'm going to talk on that right now. You know what I did for my self-care? I spent time with my grandchildren. All of them. They drove me crazy. And I loved it. Every second of it. And that's how I turned things around. Okay? And I even got to introduce them this weekend too. They were all excited for that. It's funny because they're like, yeah, let's do it. They come in and they're like, hi. All right. Did you know that the number one fear is public speaking right before death? People would literally rather die than publicly speak. All right, I got to get to some stuff here. So, may I insist that no stone can be heavy enough to drag me back down into the pool of addiction. No burden, no disappointment, no blow to the pride or loss of human love is worth the price of returning to my old ways. When I harbor thoughts that life is too much for me and no one should expect to take so much and still remain sane, or that I am the fall guy, let me listen for the tone of my complaints and remember that I have heard the whine before. Before I concluded that I was powerless over the chemical and gave my will over the will of God. Such wailing sets up for me the getting high again. May God keep my ears alert to the tone of my own complaining. Hear my own complaints. So today I'm going to remember to hear my own complaints. So make sure you're the only one that's hearing your own complaints. I'm going to tell you, by the end of the day, you're going to be like me. Dion, would you just shut up? You ever told yourself that? Ever tell yourself that? Thank you, Mr. Livingston. It's good to see you too. I'm presuming it's you, Mr. Livingston. Who remembers that movie? I presume it's you, Mr. Livingston. Okay. I'm in an exceptionally weird mood. All right, so no more reservations. I'm looking forward to talking about this. We have seen the truth again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. I wish it were different, but it is not. I have proven that for you. You do not even need to go out and do that work. I've done it for you. There are plenty of people that did it before me, okay? So do not take the road that Dion decided to take to see if he could go out and figure this shit out. Because even in my mind, if there was a cure for it, I would still drink myself to death. Because that's my mind. I cannot think of having a beer. It doesn't compute to me. It just doesn't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I don't want to anymore. Because I like who I am today. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservations of any kind, nor any lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. You know, people are like, the program is suggestive only. I don't see any in fact, I see a lot of have-tos. But Bill W. and the 100 people that wrote it so good to not offend you so that it would work. Wasn't that cool of them? That they met you where you were at and they're not even alive today? That's cool stuff. Isn't it? I think that's imagine putting something together that continues on and helping other people after you are gone. To me, that sounds like one of the greatest gifts in the whole world. I wouldn't even want my name attached to it. I just want to know that it happened. Because do you see the list of the 100 people around? No, I've never seen it. Actually, they all signed a book. To be greatly effective, one does not necessarily have to drink a long time, nor take the quantities some of us have. This is particularly true of women. Potential female alcoholics often turn into the real thing and are gone beyond recall in a few years. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 33. It is true, women. I am sorry. But alcohol, that's why you see a lot more women in the program now, and why you see women normally come in at a younger age. Okay? You also have to think of this. Okay, a lot of divorce, a lot of single moms, right? And they're still taking care of the kids. These kids are a huge factor in them getting sober. Trust me on this. Okay? Because I watch it all the time. I watch women get sober for their kids all the time. I watch men do it. I did it. But you're supposed to get sober for yourself. I did get sober for myself because I love my kids. I love my wife. I want them in my life. I don't want to hurt them. When I hurt other people, it's like a stab in the heart, man. It is. Gary's seen it. Jill's seen it. She's not here today. We're praying for her right now. Gary's seen it though. He's seen me do that. Okay. Young people may be encouraged by this man's experience and think that they can stop as he did. Let's go back a little bit. This case contains a powerful lesson. Most of us believe that we remain sober for a long stretch. Who could thereafter drink normally? Here was a man who at 35 years found he was just where he had left off at 30. So this man had quit at 30 because he saw that it was affecting him. And then when he retired, he decided to go back to drinking, and it killed him. We have seen the truth demonstrated again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Commencing to drink after a period of sobriety, we are in short time as bad as ever. If we're planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, no lurking notion that someday we'll be immune to alcohol. Okay. Now, this is not in the book. Okay. It is called a tolerance level. So when you start drinking, the first time you drank was easy, 1-2 beers, right? Then you started to build this, after a little bit, you started to build this tolerance level. Notice it took you more and more to get drunk or to achieve that peace and serenity that you were looking for, or let's go with ease and comfort, not peace and serenity, right? So, whoa, man. So let's say 6 beers was your thing, right? I know. That'll quench my thirst. Yeah. So let's say you quit drinking for 20 years, right? Your tolerance level for alcohol does not go down. Okay. Drugs and stuff, kinda, but that tolerance level is still there. So your tolerance level for alcohol will never go this way, only this way. Okay. That's why I can never, ever, ever, ever drink alcohol safely. It will kill me. So that's what they're talking about there, is your tolerance level. You will go right back to where you were. Okay. And since you're at that tolerance level, guess what follows with it? The behavior. And it doesn't take but that. That's all it took. 12 years gone over a Coors Light. I had several more after that. After that, I just pretty much drank out from the Rocky Mountain stream there. So these words are underlined in my book. They are true for men, women, alcoholics. On many occasions, I've turned to these pages and reflected on this passage. I need never fool myself by recalling my sometimes differing drinking patterns or believing I am cured. I like to think that if sobriety is God's gift to me, then my sober life is a gift to God and my family and my grandma. I've been missing my grandma a lot lately. I like to think if sobriety is God, I hope God is happy with his gift as I am with mine. What a great couple of gifts to give, right? Life, serenity, peace, love. So the only other thing that I think I'd want to talk about before I wrap up is bottoms, rock bottoms. Okay. Yes, it is necessary for almost every single person to hit some kind of bottom before they are going to get over their ism or any addiction that they're working on. Now, the reason for that is because before then, we will not see how it is affecting us negatively. We will not see that. We cannot see the forest for the trees. That is your brain looking for the easier, softer way. Okay? Do not listen to it. Do not listen to it. Your bottom is your bottom, man. The day that you decide enough is enough, that's it. I agree with you. There's only one thing that every single person in the program has lost: themselves. And it's the only thing that matters to me. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Be nice. Be nice to yourself. You really do deserve to be nice to yourself. We don't need to put up with a lot of the crap that's going. You guys know what I'm talking about. We alcoholics and addicts and people. The thing is once you hit recovery, your eyes are open and then you start seeing more things. Some things hurt. And you're going to get to a place where you're going to have to learn how to pick your battles. Okay. Right now, don't fight. You stop fighting. We stop fighting everybody and everything. Okay. Instead, what we do is we come into agreement with that. And that's where serenity is, when we agree with it. And my characters of defect, they're not gone. I still have them. I just don't utilize them. Okay. Most of the time. Okay. Because if you're, I gave all that. Okay. We're human. They're going to crop up. It's what you do about it. When I was in customer service, this is how I would hook you. You know what? I work for a company. I'm going to tell you something. Things happen. Human mistakes happen, right? They all happen, right? But what matters is this: what we do about it when it does happen. Right. Is that right? I used to love sales so much. All right, guys. I love you. Peace out and have a day.